All right, so this is a hell of a lot of coffee equipment. This is my mate Billy, and the reason I'm here is because Hoon TV's been going for about 14 years now, and over those years I've probably drunk more cups of coffee, probably not as many as you, but more cups of coffee than I can remember. And a few years now I've been thinking about a brand of coffee, and Hoon Coffee has actually come to light, and it's because of Billy that that's happened. And I'm going to let you explain a bit about who you are and what you've done. Obviously you're a bit of a car head because there's some pretty wicked Mopars here, but yeah, tell me about Patio Coffee Roasters, and now that we're in a collaboration to make this coffee happen.
Yeah, well, we've been in the industry for over 25 years. Yeah, have a passion for roasting coffee and running a wholesale sector and a retail sector. Obviously, you know, I love my cars, do a bit of drag racing, you know, do a few events. So after meeting you and collaborating with some of your ideas, we've been working on some of your blends and come up with the E85, the methanol.
98.
98, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's your favourite, Mo?
I'm a bit of an E85 guy, I think. Yeah. I don't like my coffee too strong. Like, all three flavours are really nice, but I think the middle range is for me. I've had people going, no, I want the methanol and the 98. And we are going to go to a pod as well, which is cool.
Excellent, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for me now, this is great because I'm a coffee drinker, but not an expert. But you're the coffee expert.
Yeah.
So, and a part of the reason why we're doing this video as well is because launched the brand a couple of weeks ago. It's only just been out there, had a few comments, people going, oh, it's just another white label, you know, sticker on a bag and everything. It's not that at all. This is the real deal here. This is where the coffee is roasted and done properly.
Oh, well, we spent a bit of time, you know, going back 6 months. So we've cupped the coffees, tested them, and come up with your own personal blend. So we're very happy with the end product, and have given it out to a few consumers, and they think it's great. So I think you're on a winner, Mark.
And I mean, you know, me being me, and as people would know and my friends know, is I've got a million ideas going around in my head. So there's other things in the pipeline which I really want to do. But today was just purely about coming in and showing this equipment. Street Machine are running a really cool story as well, which is awesome. Cool story, bro. The fact that we've got two of your cars here, we're going to have a quick look at these, but you've said that you like Chevs and Fords, but I kind of feel like there's a bit of a Mopar thing.
I do. I love all sorts of cars, but I've got a soft spot for the Mopars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to do is, let's have a quick look at these two cars here.
Yep.
Because we've got these here. And then maybe we'll decide to go out for a spin in one of them afterwards.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Tear up the streets a bit.
This is really beautiful. This is a VH Charger. I mean, what is it mechanically, and what have you done to it?
Well, this started off as an XL base model. I purchased it about 14 years ago from a little old lady in Victoria, and it was a 6-cylinder, column auto, 245. Soon after, put a 340 engine in it and just kept it as a nice streeter. It was about a 430 horsepower, nice cruising streeter. Yeah, I got together with the boys, Bergerman brothers, Frank and Rob, and decided to build a NASCAR-based R1 W9 headed 418 small block. So the boys went through the whole car. Rob and Frank did the driveline, you know, all the good gear. We've got aluminium shaft, billet differential, cow tracks, strengthened all the chassis up.
Yep.
Of course.
And what's it didn't smell, so I'm assuming it's just running on pump gas?
Yep, running on 98.
Yep.
Yep. It can run on 109.
Yep.
We haven't raced it on 109 yet, but the boys put together a nice package. It's all engineered, all fully caged. Basically a small block, 340 based R1 block, running W9 heads, NASCAR style 528 manifold, a 950 APD, running a Dragon Slayer polished and lineage crank, T&D rockers. It's got a gas port custom piston in it. They can take a 250 300 shot of nitrous if need be, back pump, and it's a street solid roller. So it's very tame on the street.
And a set of tough mounts by the looks.
Yeah, tough mounts are there from Jace, yeah.
Yep.
We always use his gear. Been done by Nick Special, custom pipes, 178, 4x1s.
Yep.
Yeah, basically it.
It just looks like a really neat build, and like just a few smart things like electric water pump, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically what I was after was, you know, something that's going to be tame on the street.
Yep.
And, you know, can go down the track and run some 9-second passes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you said to me before, you run 990 in it now.
Best time so far has been a 993.
Yep.
About 134 mile an hour.
Yep.
So that's only 3 passes we've done, so it was running a bit rich
Yep.
on those passes, so I'm pretty sure we can get a 9 9.8 out of it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And is this a new addition, or has this always been here?
It's always been there.
Yeah.
Might be a repo sticker, that one, Mark.
Yeah.
It's got all the goodies. It's got 4-wheel discs.
Yep.
It stops good, drives straight, impeccable street manner. We'll go for a drive and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, when you backed it in here, like, it's got a bit of chop to it, but it's not off its face. It's just like, it's a real credit to it. And I guess, I mean, looking at the interior as well, it's nice, like, it's not overstated. You got the cage in there.
Yep.
The velos, which is cool.
The safety before anything else. Son comes in the car a bit, and my wife comes for an occasional drive, Anastasia, so safety before anything else. And for myself while I'm racing.
We've got about an hour up our sleeve, and I really want to go out for a ride with you in the Charger there, because you threatened me with that before, and yeah, threatened me with a good time. But
sounds good.
Really quickly, because I know at some stage we're going to take this back out to roll racing because you've got some grudges to settle with people.
Yeah.
What is the deal with this car? It's this right-hand drive.
Okay, so this is a 21 Superstock Hellcat. Quite rare, actually. Yeah, very lucky to have found this one. I believe there's only 3 in the country. It's a supercharged 6.1 running around 820 horsepower with the PCM that's currently in it. It came with a Demon box, which is, again, very rare. So there's a PCM in there with a 9-second tune on E85, but it's an all-rounder, good family car. It goes roll racing, does quarter-mile passes and goes out to the shops, then goes out for a country drive, so really nice.
Well, as much as I want to go for a ride in this, I think this hopefully will go roll racing together in this or something at some stage, but it's a beautiful day outside, and I know you said you don't drive your cars in the rain, and it's blue skies today, so we'll take the blue car out for a spin.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, a little bit of history on this car. You mentioned it briefly before, but I want to go right back to the Billy the Kid. What was your first car? And what actually, when was that moment when you went, I think I really like cars?
You won't believe, my first car was actually a Ford. I remember it was a...
Nothing wrong with that.
No, an XC Fairmont GXL. It was a 351. Yeah, purchased that at the age of 16 actually.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a good car. I didn't really modify that car, just cruised it around for a few years. And yeah, then the Valiants and the Mopars, Chrysler started catching my eye. So next up was a nice CM LeBaron, yeah. And from there just went on to the VFs, VGs.
Yep.
And they're still one of my favourite cars actually, the VFs, VG Coupes. I've had a couple of those in the past. I've actually got a 69 Dodge Dart now, a GDS 340 car that I replaced the VF VG with. Yeah, super nice car, beautiful.
What was the first moment when you realised, what was a certain car that you saw, and yeah, that one time when you went, holy crap, that's cool, you know, like, there's always that moment for people. It's hard to remember when you get older, but...
It was actually. I actually saw a friend of mine's, a Tub VF Coupe.
Yep.
And yeah, once I saw that, I bought my first VF Coupe and got it in from Tasmania. And yeah, did that up. Yeah, had some good times. And that actually, that VF Coupe actually done over 400 passes down to quarter mile and 8,000 kilometres of driving.
Yeah, wow.
And didn't put a spanner to it. That was a nice little hydraulic roller package. Yeah, and then along came the Charger.
What is it about driving this car you love the most?
Well, I mean, it's just the noise, the way it handles and drives, being, you know, a VH, a little bit better than some of the older models. Most of all is the drivetrain. Having a W9 NASCAR style setup with this sort of a chamber on the head that it's got, the way it reacts, like look at the street manners. I mean, it's just putting along at the moment. We're sitting at around, you know, idling at around 1600 RPM. We're yeah, keeping the oil up the top, keeping everything nice and lubricated, being a solid roller. And the other thing, just knowing it's enjoyable to drive, but also knowing that, you know, you can see the track and have a good time down there, or go roll racing. Yeah, it's just a good feeling.
And tell me, what was it like the first time you ran a decent number down the quarter mile in this car? How did it feel?
Felt good actually. I didn't know it was actually going to leap up and done a bit of a wheel stand. Was you know, my first wheel stand in something with this sort of power, running 700 and something horsepower and 600 foot-pound of torque. So yeah, it was a good feeling actually. And when it ran to crack the 9, yeah, we knew it had a bit more in it. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think the thing I love about cars like this, obviously, cars, I wouldn't say they've lost it, but the muscle car era definitely was like, cars are beautiful, they're chrome, they had all the smells, the sound, the vibration, and that's also the appreciation you get. Like, we've already driven past half a dozen people who've given you a thumbs up, a smile, turn their heads. Yeah, some guys before on a brand new, whatever, M4 BMW, which is probably pretty quick.
Yeah,
Both of them were like rubbernecking over it, you know.
You get the hey charger signs and a bit of a whistle here and there and a wave.
Hey, charger!
You know, I think the colours got a lot to do with it. This is a pretty rare sky blue, fountain blue they call it. So.
Yep. And do you know if the little old lady that you bought it off is still around?
I don't know. I don't know that, Mark. I wouldn't know that.
What do you think she'd think if she was still around and you took her for a ride?
I'm pretty sure her
teeth would fall out.
Grandson sent me a message once here a while ago, so I think he sees the car on a few posts.
Yep.
And yeah, sends a few waves here and there.
Oh, I think what you've done to the car is just right. Like, you see a lot of cars that are ruined, or, you know, in some people's opinion. I mean, my personal opinion with building cars is you own that car, and I'm going to swear here, doesn't matter what the fuck you do to it, it's your car.
Yeah.
It's your piece of art. But, yeah. I mean, I think social media has kind of ruined car culture a little bit because it gives everyone an opinion.
Yeah. So look, you know, it's a removable cage. I've got the stock standard seats at home.
Yep.
You know, once it retires from racing, which will be soon actually, the half cage will come out.
Yep.
The back will still be strapped in through the boot area.
Yep.
The original seats will come back in, and it'll be more of a street cruiser. And I'll end up racing the Super Stock or the Hellcat. So yeah.
There's something really special about a car with an engine like this, isn't there?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, I know this is only a brief drive, but thanks for taking me for a spin.
You're welcome, Mark.
Baby, your pride and joy, or one of them. And yeah, it's a real credit to you, and I think I can easily see why this is your wife's favourite car.
Yeah. She does love it.
Pretty crap Sunday, hey?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was actually panicking yesterday because it was raining, and I'm like, he's not going to want to get his cars out.
Little light showers are right. I'm not that fussy. I don't, you know, get under the cars and wipe them down and shove them down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like some people.
Well, now that you got your hand off the gear stick, I'm going to go like that.
Yeah. Excellent, man. Yep.
I'm really excited about all this coffee business, and if I can combine two passions, then yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. And we're back.
There we go.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
And yeah, if you want to grab some of the Hoon coffee, all you have to do is head to hooncoffee.com, no .com.au or anything like that, and jump on there and use the discount code HoonTV.
Get some methanol in you.
Yes, methanol, or E85s, or 98, depends what you want. Methanol does sound the coolest, so I think. More coming soon.
Hoon Coffee, high octane coffee for high octane people.